Welcome back to J.K. McLeod. I just got finished getting the primer for the Pioneer NU17 up and going. And on an earlier video, I tried to get this one up and going, trying to improvise the diaphragm and do all kinds of stuff. But unfortunately, that was a crash and burn. But now that I have the diaphragm for it and a little better knowledge of how to make a good one-way check valve, I think I'm going to give this one a try again, see if we can get this one to prime on its own. Hopefully lightning strikes twice. So let me get this cover off. Cover, air filter. Okay, 2 screws like before. Pull the fuel line off, and then we set that gal to the side because this is what we're going to work on. And again, got to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then separate the two halves. Trying to go fast. Slide all over. See if we can pry this one loose. There we go. Gal came out. Of course, again, the earthly remains of what was. And now, if you recall last time, I put a bunch of MotoSeal around a one-way a duckbill valve. See if that actually works. Let's see if we can get some vacuum out of this. And yeah, well, she holds vacuum. Let's see if we'll allow air to go the opposite direction. Yeah. It seems to be working. And maybe we'll give that a shot rather than the two little round pieces of diaphragm. If not, I can always, once it's all bolted together, I can replace this. Yeah, you saw in the other video I made up a second one of these. But of course, here is where the fun part is. Getting that diaphragm. So let me start by, gotta hold the tension on this because it's spring loaded. Not things are gonna fly all over the place. all-important diaphragm. Let's see if I can get this off. There we go. Is that there? Got the washer. Brass washer here. I'm gonna clean that up, clean these surfaces up, get rid of what remains of the old one and my feeble attempts at improvisation. And then we'll get started putting a new diaphragm on this thing. And just like before, it's a three-handed operation. Hold the spring in. Now it's going to go flying across that button in with the spring tension. The cup goes in the bottom. That helps it maintain its shape. The screw in the little washer so it doesn't dig in to the diaphragm. In there, and careful you don't slip and stab that diaphragm. And of course, back in that little hole, fits in the notch. Edge right there. Yeah, it's got to soften up a bit. Maybe this thing is a little. Yeah, it should pop right back out. I guess once it's in place, fuel soften that up a little bit. Yeah, it's starting to work now. Doing it on its own. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to do a little moto seal around here. Put this back on. Tighten it up and see what we get. You know, if I gotta change that part out, like I said, I pre-done a smaller one. But we'll try it. See how the scale works. It's still kind of sticky there. We'll see if adding fuel to it makes it happy. Well, let me get that moto seal, get it on, and then we'll give it a test. Together. Air going. And if I put my... So it is sucking somewhat. And once the moto seal is dried, cure it up there, we'll do the whole bottle test like we did before. I think it's working. This gal might be able to prime herself, rather than me popping off the cover and having to give it a couple of squirts from the bottle. Get it all back together. Actually, we'll start with the bottle test and see where we go from there. As it turns out, the duckbill valve works just as well. There we go. See, it needed that little diaphragm. I haven't found a way around it yet. But as far as that one-way check valve, well, that works pretty good. I used the 2 round discs of diaphragm material. Then I used a duckbill valve with motor seal around it to hold it in place, and both of them seem to work just as well. And there we go. This gal can now prime on her own. Let me get it all back together. Thanks for watching.